Peace and blessings, everybody. I go by the name El Rod, the Black Horseman. I got my channel up separate from this channel called Black Horseman Promotions. But this channel particularly, I like to talk about things that's spiritual. And for anyone that can relate to this type of content, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell icon, and be part of the movement. And I would love to see you guys in the chat to engage and give your feedback and things like that. But today I want to take the time out to speak on using elements for your own personal growth. Everything that happens in the spirit world, I like to relate it to what's going on in present day, related to humanity, and break it down to a level where we can use it and get the benefit of it. When it comes to elements, I like to look at it from the perspective of, say, like the sun. You know, that's energy. That energy pretty much illuminates everything here, everything in existence. We all have access to this energy, to the sun, and you can use energy in a positive manner or a negative manner. It's all up to you on how you use it. And when it comes to the sun, the solar energy, the solar energy is that passion that we have. The energy that we need to take action and get things done day by day. If you're low on energy, you're not going to get anything done, or you're going to get minimal done. If you're low on energy, you're not going to really be happy. You're going to be what they call depressed, in a very, very low place. If you don't have a lot of energy, you're not going to be as conscious. Energy is consciousness, is light. And the deficiency of it, you're going to be, in the dark, the ones that they call ignorant, ones that don't have a lot of knowledge of self. So that's dealing with the sun. I can go in many other aspects. Um, if we deal with the water, we're dealing with the emotion, you know. Um, when we have, it's dealing with the feeling realm, the deep feeling realm, the sun is in the feeling realm as well, but it is a different type of energy. It is higher frequency energy. Um, the water, the water energy, that is our deeper self. You know, that's how we connect with things here on Earth. Today actually, I live in Texas. It rained today, and when we get a lot of water that comes down, you know, um, I get in a good mood because you know I'm automatically thinking about all the seeds that I had already planted. And when that water comes, I'm like, okay, good. You need water for your seeds to grow, just like you need the sun for your seeds to grow as well. So sun and water are some of the most important elements for earth, for things to grow here, you know? And so when the water came today, I was like, man, good. Um it makes you think, when a lot of water comes as well, it makes you kind of go within yourself. A lot of people will get sleepy, deals with our dream realms. It's a very, very fluid realm when you're dreaming, and that's all connected to water as well. That's why, like when it rains, a lot of people, they yawning. They want to go to sleep. They don't want to do nothing but get up in the blanket and watch a good movie or something like that, and chill with the wifey or chill with their husband or whatever the case, and relax with the fam. They rather be at home than to be out and about. Because the water is coming down, and it is absorbing everything. So just like our emotions, we can soak in our feelings. It's a way that you can kind of you know go and dissect a situation, go deep within yourself, and go into deep thought. Because that's what water is too, is deep thought. So when we're dealing with air, that's the most abundant element. It's space. It's that realm where of freedom. And it doesn't like to be contained. It doesn't want to be, restricted. It's unrestricted. And air also deals with the thought realm. Freedom of thought and freedom of thinking. Just thinking about whatever it is that you need to think about. And that deals with the seeds as well. We have certain ideas. The air is our ideas, and it's how we pull something out of, like you say, you pull from thin air, or you take something and make something out of it, making something out of nothing, out of nothing, you are drawing ideas and you're bringing it all the way down to this realm, earth realm, and you use the energy of the sun, which is your actions, to bring it to will it into existence. And the water is here to nurture it and sustain it. You know what I'm saying? So the air is definitely needed, and the way we can relate air to who we are is our most into our intellectual self, the part of us that is that where all our ideas come from, our memory, and water's our deepest memories. When it comes to the water, it's like you might have a situation that may have occurred in your lifetime, and there's certain memories that you may not remember. But say if something like very traumatic happened, where say you were afraid, or you got in trouble, or you were deeply in love, and you were very, very happy. They'll kind of get those memories get locked in the water, or they get contained in the water. Whereas because it's a very strong emotion, it's a deep feeling that you get, and when you go into that type of memory, you will remember where you were, what type of music was playing, the smell, the people who are there, the characters that are around, those type of things. Whereas air thought might be was more so of man, what was I supposed to do today? Or oh yeah, I forgot I gotta go take care of that business, just regular everyday, day by day type of things that you're doing. And so that's the kind of the differences. Air is more of like your ideas, thinking about, daily tasks that you might have to do. Oh man, I need to go pay a bill today, or I need to go, handle this business, handle that business. And water might be those deep emotions, those deep thoughts that, will always would stay with you. Maybe a certain memory of someone that you knew back in the day, or might be a certain experience, that you might have had where you still remember it because of what took place at that particular time. And then earth, it's the manifestations. We can walk outside and see it. It's everything that's in the material realm. It's solid, and it's fixed. But it's also can be changed. But it is all the earth realm relies on all these elements: the air, the fire, and the water to to exist. And we all play our particular parts, all our particular roles here on this planet. Some of us are acting out more of the fire, some of us are acting out the water, the earth, and more of the air. Just depends on the person. And but each of us carry these different elements to assist each other, on the journey. And depending on the type of person you are, you might need more of another element of a person, more of a particular person element around you more than others. You might be a water element, and you might need more earth people around you. Water helps. Water gives it's like food for earth, and air is like food for fire. You know what I mean? So fire element people might have a lot more air people around them. Fire signs may not want too many other fire signs around them because it's more chaotic. You're talking about a raging fire. You know what I mean? So it can get too fiery. It can be too chaotic. An air person might either want a water person if they want to become go deeper, in certain things, so they can use the water elements to tap into the deeper thought, um, or to pretty much put themselves in a position where they can stay kind of in touch with because the moon also rules over the water. You know what I mean? But they may want to get in touch with um, the earth, or learn more about um, different things to help them be more grounded on earth, Whereas a lot of times air don't really connect with earth signs too much. Cause like I say, air is unrestricted, and air can and earth signs can kind of tie them down, suffocate them, if you will. So you need to apply these elements as in reality. They're not just out here outside of us; they're within us as well. And we utilize these elements all the time, whether we realize it or not. And we just have to be conscious and aware of it. You have to be conscious and aware of the type of energy that you have around you, you know, and with practice and time and effort, you will eventually be able to pick up on certain energy. You'll be like, man, this is a fire energy around me, or this person is a water energy, or they may be a airy kind of person, or very earthy kind of person. They're very routine, structured, very organized, very hardworking. Those are earth traits. Fiery, somebody might be very energetic. They might be take action, very bold, aggressive. That's a fire. A air person. They always thinking. They might just come out of nowhere. Bring an idea out of thin air. They might be always talking, communicating, and initiating new thoughts and things like that. And but more of in the communication realm. They live in that realm. And then last but not least, the water. These are people who are always emotional. They're the emotional realm, whereas they absorb and soak in a lot of their thoughts or a lot of their experiences, where a lot of their communication might be governed by their feelings. Oh, I don't feel like doing this today. Oh man, I do not feel like getting up going to work. It's all about they feel, because their communication and everything is revolves around their emotions, But every element, every particular person carries a trait of these elements, and not just one element. But I'm saying there's elements that are going to be stronger in different people, So it's a good thing to study the elements and study astrology and kind of understand the signs and things like that, understand the zodiac, but also understand the energy, the elements, it's the power. All each of us have access to a certain amount of power, and it's really up to you on how you cultivate it, how you use it, and use it wisely. And they say, with much power comes much responsibility. So there is a lot of power out there. There's a lot of powerful people, and you'd be like, man, why are these people? How do they get to that level? Well, they were able to master their own power. Everyone is genetically empowered with a certain amount of energy. And it's up to them to channel it and use it to their advantage. And most people use it different ways. You see some people use it to make them a great singer, make them a great basketball player, make them a great businessman, businesswoman, make them great communicators, make them great leaders, make them great nurses and doctors, make them great managers, make them great organizers and HR, you know what I'm saying? People who bring others together, things like that. So there's different ways that you can, once you understand these elements and how they play out, you understand what you're really great at and what career move you should probably be going into. So I just wanted to, go into that and break that down a little bit for you guys. Of course, I don't consider myself the biggest expert out there or anything like that, but just through my time and studying and just studying a lot of different things. And one of the most intriguing things that I've come about or come across is elements. I've always loved elements. I've always been very interested in it. And that's something that I can literally, tap into, at all times, and be able to, um, it'll help me to be able to understand people better. When you understand elements, you'll be able to understand people a lot better. And you'll understand when someone is using their energy negatively or positively, because, the sun can illuminate and give you warmth and joy and love and happiness, or it can destroy you. It can make you angry. It can really, burn you to the core. You know what I mean? And it just all depends on what type of person it is that's wielding that power. And if they're wielding it unconsciously, they may not even know they're destroying a lot of people around them. They're destroying the environment. And that's what we've seen um, for decades is people have been wielding this power negatively, instead of positively and understanding how to use it in a very positive manner. So understand your power, use it wisely, use it to better someone's life, not tear them down. And it's all about personal growth. So, first deal with yourself, you know, um, tap into your own power and your own energy, your own elements, and make yourself better. And then, go from there. And you'll be able to learn to master others and learn other people's energy and learn to not allow it to affect you. And you'll learn how to even defend yourself with your elements. So, peace and blessings on your journey. I go by the name of Elrod, a Black Horseman. And hope to see you guys on my next live streams. And you guys be well. Peace.